Well, hello, good afternoon. It's April 28th, 2020, in the year of our Lord coronavirus, and my garden is popping right now. So I kind of want to show it, how it's doing currently. Let's check it out. So this is my view as I come out here to my little backyard. Got an interesting setup where all sorts of neighbors are backed right up to our house, but that's chill. Still got the garden going. Oh, Brussels sprout is drooping. So let's start in the corner here. We have an early prolific straight neck squash, which, ooh, that's some powdery mildew right there. I have been gone for 4 days, so I'm figuring out what we got here as I'm showing it. So some Swiss chard I started, some rainbow Swiss chard. Got this Brussels sprout, which I've been getting white flies like crazy, but it is still going pretty strong. Then I got my bok choy that I started right over here. How are we looking, guys? Ooh, yeah, those white flies though. Got a handful of marigolds that are, I don't know if they're on their way out or what, and my couple of herbs, some parsley and thyme. Ginger root is taking its sweet pimp time growing, but that's fine. And then we've got some rosemary. Ooh, these are my little dwarf sunflower plants. Look at them go. Crushing it. Got some tomatoes. This is a Paul Robeson, which I keep hearing is so amazing. Oh my God, I just noticed my cilantro is flowering. Well, looky there. It's officially done with. Oh, and my red romaine has just had it. It can't do it anymore. But yes, Paul Robeson tomato, I keep hearing, are like amazingly flavorful tomatoes. And so I thought I really want some. So I got a couple of seeds, see how it goes. I've got a bunch of these black seaman tomato, which as you can tell, we've had so much rain. They're cracking like crazy. And I'm just kind of learning how much water they'll take. And so for a long time there, I was not giving them probably as much water as they needed. The love bugs are in full force out here, and it is giving me all sorts of creepy crawly feels. I am not someone who enjoys bugs in the garden, even beneficial ones. I'm still trying to learn how to get over that. Anyway, continuing on. We have my zucchini plant here, which I think is maybe just outgrowing its container. I had a very productive experience with this to start, but now it's starting to get pretty yellowed and struggly. And I'm not really getting any zucchinis out of it. In fact, they're just pretty much rotting on the vine at this point. I can throw some calcium in there and see if that helps. Next, we have our red onions, which are very fresh and new, and I don't really know how to grow onions, so we're figuring this out. But they're a little sad looking, very sad looking really. Another black seaman tomato. I've just got Swiss chard and bok choy in as many containers as I possibly can, because I did that thing where I planted like 1,000 seeds and didn't realize that there would be a lot that worked. Next, these are some of my pepper plants. These are my poblanos at varying levels of growth here. They pretty much sprouted around the same time, and maybe it was just, I don't know, one was stronger than the rest, but look at the little peppers starting to come in right there. I'm so excited. I don't know if you actually need to stake the pepper plant, but they just look so flimsy. I don't know. I feel like, why not? Next, I've got a big old beefsteak tomato plant, which one thing I've learned about my stakes is they're very thin and they're not very significant when you start getting these plants that are heavy with big fruit. So they all kind of get this gangster lean after long enough. I've started trying to almost TP them to put them back into place. Here's an example of that. Well, I'll have like a couple of them up in here that are supporting one plant that started to lean. Some of it's been successful, which, look at those yellow pear. Holla! I've got more of my, ooh, this is another one of my dwarf sunflower plants. It is getting a little head on it. I'm so excited. Got more brassicas right here, Brussels sprouts, broccoli. I've got couple more smaller peppers like serranos and cherry peppers. I kind of have this snaked kind of look to everything because I'm trying to fit in as much as possible, but still be able to walk in between the pots. I like the fabric pots pretty well, but I want more space. I've got, oh, we're gonna get to the butt fruit. This is my favorite fruit. Look at this perfect butt shape. Absolute unit. Yeah, these Black Seaman tomatoes are amazing and prolific, and wow, do I love them. I've got, oh, hello. I've got a, what is it? Tommy Toe tomato situation that looks like it's been struggles to funk for a bit. I gotta check in on that. Some more broccoli in between there. Oh, I did have an issue recently with my broccoli getting caterpillars like crazy and then spreading it over to the rest of my tomato plants. Didn't love that, but we remedied that pretty quickly. More yellow pears. Y'all, I love it so much. They're so ripe. I've started trying to do this thing recently where my cherry tomatoes, I kind of let the suckers go a little bit more, and I'm not so sure how I feel about this. This is a little bit unmanageable for me, but you know, we're experimenting or whatever. More bok choy down here, and ooh, I come through my kale. These are just some fresh new ones, which those are not looking amazing. Goddamn leaf miners. Leaf miners are the worst. Oh my brassicas. Wow, damn. Yeah, these things are popping off without me in a way that I had not intended. But, you know, we roll. Oh, these are my kale. Yes. Yes, queen. Yes, kale. But I'm really sad at the amount of cracking that's going on here. We've been doing more salsa than anything else, so I don't have to look at this sad mess of a situation. There comes a point where, like, even when they're really green, you see they're cracking, and it's like, do I bother? Yes, I'm gonna bother. I have this one particular Floridade tomato plant that has so many blossoms on it. I think I have like 1 or 2 actual leaves, which damn, that leaf curl though. 1 or 2 actual leaf stems, and the rest is just like blossoms and blossoms. And I mean, there's little bits of fruit. Ooh, they're getting bigger. Yeah, they're coming up, but they're mostly like tiny little things in here that you can barely see, but I know they're there. Holy F, the most intense fasciated blossom. Look at that sucker. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that one off because I just know that would be the strangest cat-faced tomato, and I don't feel that. I don't want any uglier tomatoes than I'm naturally getting. So yeah, that's pretty much the setup here. We've got a drip irrigation line that sometimes works. I will say that it's not as consistent as I would like for it to be, so I do a lot of hand watering with the hose. And that's the final result. It's definitely a yellow pear kind of day, but the Tommy Toe tomatoes and the sun globes were coming off too. Got a lot of them that are just, they look rough. Anyway, thanks for coming checking out my garden with me.